Hello and welcome to another episode of Anticipated Advice where we talk about whatever the hell we want to.
Hell yeah.
I am your host, Nina, and this is my co-host,
Mr. Invisible. What up, y'all?
So just a few housekeeping things. If you're anticipating advice from us, please send your questions, comments, whatever you want advice on from us to anticipatedadvice@gmail.com. Also, please don't forget to share, like, comment, and subscribe, and even tell your mama about us. Mr. Invisible, what's on the menu for today?
All right, let's start out with this one. Do you think boyfriends should get husband privileges?
You know, I'm always confused by that. What exactly is a husband privilege besides giving up the goods?
I don't know. Home cooked meals, maybe? Oh, living with you? I guess. I don't know.
Well, see, here's the thing with that, though. Because women will say that, you know, oh, I ain't giving him no husband privileges. He ain't my husband. But then they want to be taken out on dates.
Yep.
They want to be wined and dined.
Right.
They want them, you know what I'm saying, spend all kind of money on them.
All day.
But then again, you know, they're not willing to do, you know, what.
Now she's starting to rap, y'all. So, I don't know, because husband privileges, it's like you said. It's like, what does that mean? Because it's like, what am I supposed to be doing with you? Because then you're like, you got to provide for me. You got to provide for me. But it's like, hold on. I ain't put no ring on your finger. I ain't no ring on my finger. But if I don't do these things, now you talking to your homegirls or even your mama going to be like, well, girl, if he can't do X, Y, and Z for you, he ain't the one.
Right. But the woman don't want to do nothing for you, though.
Nothing. You just trying to stand there and look pretty. Pass on all of
the
that.
The man is supposed to audition for the position, but the woman doesn't have to.
But you know what? I'm going to take a book out of Kevin Samuels and say, I'm the prize. Because, hey, fellas, seriously, when you think about this, though, because women want the bread winner. She ain't got no bread. I got bread, right? So, with that being said, it's like, I got this. I set the standard. I'm the prize.
But but what about the women that have the bread?
Well, I mean, go be somebody else. Because it's the thing, though. You just think about it. It's like, I got to bring all this up to the table. I got to pay the bills. I got to make sure we safe. I'm the protector and all this stuff. And all you got to do to bring me is a pretty face and some raggedy booty. Hey, come on, man. Because you all,
not raggedy booty.
You all know that sometimes they get raggedy. It might get cleaned up, but sometimes it's raggedy. And, like, what do I get? You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, once you do become a husband, the privileges start. I get a tie on Father's Day.
Well, see, well, even without that. But even with that, though, so it's like the woman is supposed to get a preview of how a man is, but the man isn't supposed to get a preview of how it would be with the woman.
Right. Clean my drawers.
No. I'm not cleaning your drawers. But and then what's so wrong? Why do people make a big deal? Women especially. I'm not cooking for him. First of all, half you women can't even cook. But what's wrong with cooking for who you're with? Like your man. Like, what's wrong with making him a plate, making him something to eat? Like, there's nothing wrong with that. That's just not the only thing that says, this is how I'm going to show him that I'm marriage material or whatever.
Right, because even if you my girlfriend and your tire blow out, guess who you calling? It ain't your daddy. It is old ass.
Right. First of all, daddy could still change a tire even though he old.
Whatever, dude. All I know is that I feel like we mistreated sometimes and we don't get nobody to be in our corner. It's nobody in our corner at all on TV or nothing. It's all about the girls. Girls. Independent, blah, blah. Nah, that, man.
Right. And there also has to be a reason, like you said, besides just a pretty face. And then if most people aren't having sex during, just dating, what's the reason besides the way he feels that he should marry you? Right.
Because if you already done gave it up, girl.
But even if they haven't given it up, like besides having sex together, what is the point? Like, why would a man feel that he wants
you're the one?
Right. You know, just because you're cute or, you know, maybe you got a good job or whatever. Like, there has to be other qualities or other things that he sees that makes him want to marry you. And if you're not showing that because you too busy talking about, oh, he's not getting husband privileges, then
you know what though? Maybe they saying that because they don't have to show anything on their end. He ain't getting nothing until we marry. It's like, cause I ain't got to show him nothing.
Right. But then he take a chance to marry your ass and you just whack as hell.
Like, cause if I ain't crap and he ain't crap, we just a big pile of it.
Let's move on.
Okay, so we got an email from Stacy. She wants to know what should she do about her man after he spent the last stimulus check on rims without discussing it with
rims.
her. She has concerns about what he might do with the next check.
Brother's still buying rims?
I guess so. They spinning.
Do they still spin?
I've always wanted to think a set of spinners, man, but they kind of faded out.
Yeah, they did.
So,
by the way, guys, if you write in, you have the choice whether or not you want to be anonymous. So make sure you say that in your email. But brother went out and spent money on rims. Like, so I'm just chilling at work and I get an alert. $600 is gone from Mr. Rims.
Hey, sometimes you got to put that shine on that whip.
No, that is whack. I mean, do the baby need food? The baby got diapers? Do the kids got school clothes? Like, what's going on?
You named places that we all got to drive to with the rims on the car.
See,
the teacher going to be like, dang, little Johnny, your daddy fly. Like,
no
yeah,
one cares that you're fly.
Shoot.
Do we have what we need?
You pull up to the grocery store, they're like, "Ooh, they must be eating because they got them rims."
We can't eat because you spent all of the money on rims.
Hey, it ain't about what we go through. It's about how we look while we going through it.
No. That is not it at all.
Hey, note that. That's wisdom.
No.
But for real, what should
he
she
is
do?
wrong. He is definitely wrong. And you need a separate bank account. You don't know. See, when people start playing with my money and I feel like you being funny with it, no.
But if they married, ain't it supposed to be one accord?
Yeah, one accord.
Account,
you call me
one of this,
and you tell me what you doing with my cord.
But it's your core too. Core or cord?
Cord.
Both of them. Yeah, so it's like it's both of ours. I put the rims on the car, you drive it sometimes.
Which means you need to call me and,
on the minivan
and get we need to come into into an agreement and talk about this. Because you can't, it's both of ours. It's both of ours, right? So you got to say, hey, is it cool if I use your half of the money to make my car shine?
Half? You don't make no money. I made all this.
First of all, why do you think that the woman's not working? I'm confused. Is the woman working or not?
Maybe, I don't know. Stacy, you got a job? Let us know.
Oh, but let us know down below what y'all think. What would you do? Would you get a separate bank account? Well, it don't matter because your stimulus gonna go to that same bank account. But see, what I would do is, soon as I would be watching it like a hawk, and as soon as it dropped, I'm going to get my half out. Or next, actually, I'm taking it all out because we're going to get another one here soon. So I'm taking all the stimulus. Since you decided to waste the money the last couple times on the rims, I'm taking it all out and I'm going to ball out. That rhyme.
So you can do the same thing now, basically.
Yep. Tit for tat, tit for tat.
And you see why most relationships don't work because people out here doing that.
Oh, you get to have fun with the money, but I got to be logical with it. That don't make sense.
Somebody got to be logical in a relationship.
And it's always the woman.
People. That's a death lie. Y'all hear that? Hey, y'all need to comment on the bottom for that mess right there.
Always the woman.
Man, I'm over all of that now.
Next.
Right. Yeah. So, how about this? What television show did your spouse force you to watch and now it's become one of your favorites?
Oh, okay. Something different. Let's see. Oh, no, I don't know about me because, I mean, from my end, I've forced my honey to watch Love After Lockup. Have you ever heard of that?
Man, that sounds like something you shot yourself. Was you locked down?
No, it's about these people that get out of jail and they like, okay, so it's women and men that have been in jail, and then the outsiders, they write to, because inmates have privileges like crazy, of course. So now you're able to email people through pen pals, create pen pals and all of this other stuff, and they'll like create relationships with them. And so when they get out, they'll have real life relationships with them. Sometimes they get married, sometimes they don't, but it's about their relationship when they get out of prison. And it's a really good show.
I don't think I want to watch that. I don't want nothing to do with inmates, jail.
It's really
I don't even
good.
like going to jail. Monopoly, y'all. I do not want to go to jail.
Oh my gosh. Well, what show?
So my lady, she got me hip to My 600-Pound Life. And it is awesome. You see all these people. I mean, you know, everybody go through their struggles, but these people just be eating. They just be smashing, right?
That food be looking good,
in
though,
my
sometimes.
house, we fast food junkies, but we ain't like super overweight. So when I want to feel good about myself, I watch My 600-Pound Life while I'm eating like a large pizza. Because I'm like, you know what? I got a habit, a bad habit, but I'm not like them.
But that makes absolutely no sense.
It makes all the sense. Because it could be worse. I could have that little short doctor yelling at me like, you better lose weight.
And he be dogging them people, like yelling at them and everything. Like, you don't really want it.
Or he called a lady a fat ass one time. It's like,
you know,
dang,
my favorite episode was when that lady was frying chicken from her bed.
So the one that got the food delivered through the bucket out the window.
Through the window. Oh my gosh.
Oh, dude, that's hilarious.
That was funny.
Or they got to take like how they like kids come in. That's the sad part though too. They had a kid come in with the wash rag. Like, do you really want to rub down your 2,000-pound parent?
That's
you
really
know,
sad.
You getting grease caught in your knuckles because you got to get their crevices.
Yeah, but a lot of those people, you know, eat their pain away. So that's what
they've been through trauma. I get it.
Been through a lot of stuff.
I mean, just think about it. If I didn't work out like I do, I'd probably be 600 pounds. So everybody ain't got a trauma. Some people just like to eat. So I'm about to order pizza once we done.
I know a show back in the day that I got hooked on with somebody. And it still runs. And this guy is like 100 years old. He has to be 120. And one of the best shows of all time is Maury.
Maury Popovich. Did I cuss?
Did you cuss? I'm confused.
No, I said a last name.
I said Maury Popovich. You popping a bit. But if Maury was not the best show, it's still a good show. Although they're doing it different now. But it's still an amazing show. The way, like, you are not the father.
That's like trademarked, I bet.
That's classic.
But the thing is,
That
like,
is
he's
classic.
been running that show for like 50 years. And every episode, outside of the bad kids, when the drill sergeants come in on them, or the mamas that be feeding their babies ribs and they like 6 months, it's the same story every time. DNA test. And guess what? He still get the ratings.
Yep.
Like,
It will never stop.
How many of us got messed up lives where this man could make billions of dollars off our backs?
Right.
Dang. And then when a girl be like, she's like, yeah, so what? It's your baby. And then he'd be like, the results are in. You are not the
And then she takes off running, and then she falls into the corner and be kicking and screaming like a baby.
Cameraman be right up on her too.
The absolute
Just embarrassing her parents. Like, oh, you can imagine that. Oh, my baby's old.
That is
Clarice, come on in here. Look at Patricia.
Clarice.
She's on. Oh, my baby's old.
Clarice is the old name.
I'm old. My daughter's on TV. Clarice is my wife. Patricia is the daughter that's on TV.
Oh gosh.
But so with that though, should DNA testing be mandatory at birth so you won't be caught on
Like
stage
in the delivery
running?
room?
I don't know. It'll keep you from the Maury stage. What you think?
Is this for single people, married people? Because if it's married, that's disrespectful. Do not disrespect me.
Because nobody in the history of ever being married has had a baby by somebody else.
I'm just saying, I'm going to feel disrespected if you tell me you want a DNA test.
But if it's mandatory,
or you try to force me.
If it's mandatory, it ain't going to be your spouse is disrespecting you. It's the system.
You right.
Because the tax man don't care. Because when that baby come out and she put, yep, Billy is the dad. Next thing you know, they come and knocking on his door.
This is true. But no, I don't think that should be mandatory because women just need to be more honest. Like, how hard is it to say I was over here and I was over there, and
it could be any one of y'all?
Exactly. Like, I didn't make
How you end up naked and afraid. That's a good show too. I got hooked on. Anyway, back to what you were saying.
I'm just saying, if I've been over here and over there, I might as well keep it real. No, I didn't make Johnny put on a raincoat. No, I didn't make Jermaine put on a raincoat. So, look, y'all come in here 50-50. It's either going to look like you or look like you. How hard is that to say? And if you're not big and bold enough to say it, then you shouldn't be doing anything.
Okay, I get that. Yep. I don't.
I'm just saying, if you're going to be big and bad enough to mess as a woman, to mess with more than one man, you know how your cycle work. You know when your ovulation is. Count them days. Figure that out.
First of all,
stop being nasty.
That's science, and when you talk about math right now, who good at math? Not me. Probably why I'm not a girl.
Either way, if you ain't gonna make them jokers put on raincoats, then you need to be bold enough to say, look, it could be you, or you.
I do think that it should be mandatory because you're talking about for the families. Because there are times where a family will have a baby and then this dude's like, oh, that's my baby boy, my baby girl. And he raises this child up and now this kid is grown. And next thing you know, somehow, some way, we find out that he is not the father.
But that's very rare though.
Man, this is America. I can go outside right now and probably point at several houses and there's somebody in there that don't belong to that family or half of that family.
Well, either way, I'm not doing nothing I don't want to do. So no, don't force me to do no DNA. And on that note, guys, we're going to wrap it up like you heifers need to make these brothers do so that you don't end up being forced to take a DNA test. But always remember, guys, our disclaimer, these are just our opinions. You're grown. You can do whatever the hell you want to do. Once again, I am your host, Nina, and this is my co-host,
Mr. Invisible.
We'll catch you next time, guys.
All right, peace.
Bye-bye.